What's up, guys? JP back at you once again, bringing you guys another review here on Body Bags. It's week 103. The film I'm reviewing this week is called The Wisher from the year 2002. I have it under the title Spliced. I have it in this multi-pack here. And Blood Gnome, I believe I actually reviewed on this channel, as well as Satan's Little Helper. So I finished it off with Spliced. This film is a film that follows a young teenage girl who's in high school. She's sort of a little bit of the oddball. She's kind of out there. She's definitely not the most pretty girl in the world. She has problems with the, hot girl in school. She does have friends, but she is sort of more of an outsider. She falls asleep in class. She has very weird nightmares, and she does a lot of sleepwalking, but she also watches a lot of horror movies. It's mentioned when she talks to her school counselor that she pretty much watches a horror movie every night, and her father really doesn't like that she's watching these horror movies. So one night, her and her friends decide to go out and see this new horror film that's playing in the theater. Everybody's seeing it. It's, making tons of money at the box office, and it's called The Wisher. So she goes in there and checks it out. It's sort of a movie within a movie at that point, just for a couple scenes where we have what's happening on screen in the movie, within the movie, and then we have them watching it in the theater. And the movie within the movie is sort of like this Wishmaster type thing, where these people conjure up this nymph called the Wisher, and it's supposed to grant you wishes, but it like twists them. It's a be careful what you wish for type thing. So she begins to freak out in the movie theater. Exits the movie theater, gets a ride home, and something that she wished for caused her father to wreck, and he basically dies. So it flashes forward 6 weeks later, and now all of her friends are being mysteriously killed after she wishes for something. So you're pretty sure that it has something to do with the film. She goes into the movie theater and finds out that there's like these, and this is where the title Spliced comes from. There's these little frames of some sort of symbols spliced into the film that they watched, so she believes that it has something to do with that. But then she starts thinking that it's this guy who has a crush on her, who's sort of killing off all her friends. It's a very, very weird, sort of bizarre story. It starts off pretty good, honestly. It's pretty solid early on. You have like a lot of sort of maybe like not really horror references, but it's kind of that post-Scream era where everybody's a little bit more self-aware. So there's definitely a blend of that. It has a decent soundtrack early on. Like I thought that the music in the film worked pretty well. It's sort of that early 2000, 2002 era, type rock music and stuff, which I thought was pretty cool. Overall, I like the vibe and feel of that era. It's like fresh out of the 90s. It's kind of that weird style where technology is like kind of there. There's a scene where they are trying to download a movie, and it's actually quite funny now. It's hilarious, and it's very cheesy. Overall, I don't want to go into it too much more. There is millions of plot holes in this movie. I mean, it really does make no sense by the end of the movie, but I will say one thing. The ending, the reveal, the ending was just so ridiculous, and it was just hysterical. Like, I actually laughed out loud because of how absurd the ending was. And it was really funny, unintentionally funny. They try to set this film up for a sequel and stuff. I mean, honestly, the first portion of the film, I thought I was getting something, new, not new, but, unique and original, kind of fun, little gem type movie. And it ended up being, like, really kind of cheesy and bad by the end, but I still kind of enjoyed it. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 4.5 out of 10. I don't think that it's a passable film that I could really recommend to people, other than, for the so bad it's good nature. about the film. But it's kind of a little oddball one that I would recommend seeing for those people who don't mind seeing a bad movie every now and then. This is sort of one of those fun bad movies, but nonetheless, it's still a bad movie. So the 4.5 rating on a critical level, but on a entertainment level, you might want to check it out. So see you guys next time with another review. Peace out.